Wednesday the 30th. I guess welcome to my channel for the 12 people who are going to be watching this. Um, all right, real fast. If um, if this is the first time you ever hear me, this means you're not familiar with Blue Wave Trading. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for Blue Wave Trading, so you can see what I was doing there, because that has a lot to do with what I'll be doing here. So, real fast, not to waste your time. Um, I was approached a number of months ago now by a prop firm. Not going to mention its name yet because nothing is said. Um, Asking me if I'd be interested in doing some kind of a trading alert service for their customers. And I said no at the time. I really have no desire to work with prop firms in that capacity. I do have funded accounts, but I don't necessarily want to work with the company itself. And there are a number of things I didn't like. Anyway, they came back recently, maybe a different kind of offer, and it begins to look interesting. I just need them to change a number of things about their policies. Now, they changed some of them already, but they're still not where I would like them to be. So I'm not going to go any more into that. Like I said, everything is theoretical right now, um, but I am going to try and create some kind of a trading alert service, and I guess I'm looking for people who would be interested in testing it out in real time. Now, in this channel, I cannot show the breakout box for legal reasons. Um, but again, if you've been following me here from Blue Wave, you know what I'm talking about. If not, again, in the description, you're going to find the link to Blue Wave. Look at the videos. We're going to be using the breakout box ideas, but what I will provide you with will be exact price of entry for a long and a short position. And that's going to be done through Telegram. So you download the Telegram app, it's free to use. Um, it's going to be a private channel, so you will need to email me so I can send you an invite. Again, my email is in the description below. Email me, you're going to get an invite, possibly sign a risk disclosure. Just the basic stuff. Obviously, we all trade at our own risk. There is risk involved in trading and all that good stuff. And then my hope is that every evening I'll be able to send you via Telegram numbers to prices to buy and sell, and you can use the breakout box approach that I explained in my videos from the Blue Wave channel to um, buy and sell. So let me, maybe better if I just show an example. So this is from last night, right? Market opened 6 p.m. 6 p.m. my time. That's when I begin to plan for the following day. And sometime between, I don't know, maybe 7 and 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to send you important prices for the following, well, not really for the following day, because they could be important as of real time when I'm sending those prices. So, for example, um, last night, I'm still looking at, and I traded that already, but there was a buy at 555 or a sell at 468. So in other words, if you create that box, you would have the top edge 555, lower edge 468. Um, Now, there are a lot of details to be worked out, which I don't have worked out yet. I will need your help with this. The number one question, of course, is where is the stop, right? And that is an issue because it's very individual. It all depends on your situation. It's a bit difficult for me to just say, use a hard stop of 10 points or 15 points. It could still work, but you're gonna see what some of the challenges are. So, for example, let's So let's say it was like 7:40. Let's say at 7:40 last night, I sent you via Telegram a buy at 5:55 and a short at 4:68. You create that box. Now, so the blue lines here obviously represent the top and the lower edge of the box because I cannot show the box here. So let's, all right. So you put in the buy and the sell numbers. You created the box. Now you just wait. So, um, nothing to do. You just wait. You just, as long as your internet connection is good, your computer is not going to overheat, just let it go. Go to sleep. Okay, so hold on. So here was the first interaction with that level. You see, and here is my problem now. Where is the stop? Now, if you triggered at 5:55 here, it went as low as 40. So about 15 points, right? So if you had a 15-point stop, unfortunately, you would have gotten taken out and then the price would come again. But that's all right. If you're using the auto trader, if you're using the box, you would simply get in again. What should your profit target be? Again, extremely individual. What are you going for? Now, I long advocated, and I still do, for funded accounts, especially new funded accounts, or if you are getting evaluated, go for quick targets. So $100, 120, 150, right around that. So then there was a move from 55 up to over 70, right around 73. So another very common characteristic for the numbers I'm going to be sending you is that they trigger more than once. These are not random numbers, and they trigger more than once for a reason. I'm not going to get into it right now. So we have went up like 15 points, came back down. Now kind of fools around, kind of ranging around this, and we have another move higher. So let's take again our example. Let's say you got stopped out at 15 points, right? You would not have gotten stopped out again. Price did not go down 15 points below the trigger. But then it did go to around 80 and higher. So if you were going for $100, you would have gotten your target, even though the first trade would have been a loss. Now, and that's when it gets tricky. If you ask me, in my actual trading, my stops are never hard stops. They are always based on price action. If I was to take a long here, my stop would have been below the pivot here, right around like 36, maybe slightly below 36. So that's like 20 points, right? And not anyone can take a 20-point risk. But logically speaking, the market doesn't care about your hard stop, but the market does respect pivots. So to have a stop below a pivot where price was rejected on a downside before going higher, to me makes more sense. But again, it's extremely individual. So that's something that you have to think about. And if I can help you in any way figure stuff out, of course, just comment and I will do my best. So anyway, um, what else? There is another number that I will be sending you, and those are price completion numbers. I call them price completions because I don't have a better name for them. Maybe I'll figure out a better name. Price completion is a number, is a price, I should say, where the market very often stops and either outright reverses or consolidates around. So in this case, just so you know, that price completion is 608. 608 is the exact number, the exact price. You never go by that. You always, in your imagination, create an envelope around that price. What size? Again, that's so much depending on volatility. I would say maybe from like 595 around 597, 595, 600 up to maybe 615. Okay, so even though 608 is the number, you want to treat it as a zone, not just a number. So maybe from 595 up to 615. Um, Very often, when price triggers, eventually, not at first, because you gotta really, you're gonna have to watch it at work. Very often, when price is triggered, so in this case it would be the long side, it would go up to a price completion. Okay, so something to keep in mind. So here was this long at 555. It triggered a number of times already. Now it goes up, continues to go up, and now comes down. So it goes up to around 586, and now comes all the way back down to that trigger price. What is it going to do? Comes right back out. Goes up and down. Now it's already 7 a.m. Triggers again. See, goes under, comes back out. And here is what I mean. That's actually a good example. That's a very good example. So you see, I said 608 is a number, is the price, which is price completion. And I told you to create like an envelope around that price. Looks like it went up as high as 97.75, say 98. So not quite 608, but then gets rejected. And when you are in a trade, let's say a long trade, you always want to be out before price comes close to a price completion, because very often this is not an uncommon result, an outright rejection. So then, let's say 30, so again goes below. Sorry, I had to take that phone call. So where was I? Right, so price now breaks again below the trigger. And again, there was this example, right? So, I mean, this time you did, well, you got 15 points here. So if you were going for 100, you would have gotten filled. But then it comes down, right? Now, again, believe it or not, my stop would have been below this pivot here, because that's the pivot that was created before the break of that long. And then price went slightly higher. Let's see. And then again, now today is a special day because there's going to be Fed talk today about possible, continuing, rate hikes or whatnot. So it's been a very sideways kind of morning, but plenty of opportunity to to make your goal if your goal is reasonable, right? So where are we now? So again, triggers up and again goes up 15, 17 points and goes below. Anyway, so that's what you will get through Telegram every evening with trigger for a long side and a short side, good for pretty much as soon as you get those numbers and to the following day. Um, as I said, very often price triggers more than once. But be careful. I see that's another. You don't want to see it being tested too often. Like today was an extreme example. For the most part, it happens maybe two, three, four times. Today was just very sideways kind of day. So definitely it triggered more than once. Uh, but anyway, we're going to take it step by step. This is just an introduction. Who am I looking for? I am looking for preferably experienced traders, but I'm not going to reject you if you're brand new. It's just that understand there will be more of a learning curve. I'm I'm looking for people who ideally own the Blue Wave Precision Auto Trader. If you don't have it, again, the link is below. Look at it, consider purchasing it. It is a um, solid product, and it will help you tremendously. I'm also looking for people because I'll be testing this idea. I need people who will communicate with me, write comments in the videos on daily basis, write your experience. What was it easy trading? Was it challenging? What threw you off? What caused you to fail? Or how you feel about succeed? And anything that's challenging or that is good. I really ideally want both a challenge and something good. Um, and again, I will say, don't try to target large amounts of money. Money will come. Just um, at first learn to work with this. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I have to say right now. Again, Telegram is available for download. It is free. If you're interested, email me and I will send you an invite link. And then again, what I'm asking you to do, if you decide to go through with it, is then just actually participate. Participation is very important. I need to know if something like this would work for other traders as well. By the way, also, the prop firm that, if it works out, will be doing it is going to charge, I don't know, 150 or 200 a month. But one of my conditions is that people who come with me, they have to pay $1. In other words, they said you cannot pay nothing because of accounting issues. But whoever comes with me, my people, so to speak, um, you will only be charged $1 for continuing the service because you were nice enough to participate um, in this kind of a beta run trial. So that's it. I'm happy to see you here. Want to see how many people are interested. Of course, if no one is interested, then it's going to be an easy decision because I'm not just going to do this without trying it out. This approach does have its challenges, and I don't want anyone to think that it's going to be easy. Trading is never easy. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you, and I hope to hear from some of you soon.